Motion to open, please.
Second. All in favor? Aye.
Shut your cell phones off because we don't want any interruption. Oh, this is beautiful. Is this what you do in the town hall?
For those people that are going to be watching this on tape delay, this is the October 15th meeting of the Planning Board at the police station this evening because of the flooded town hall. I'm pleased to say that most of the building is up and running as of today, the 15th. Our first item of business this evening is a continued hearing on the petition of Tri-Town Commons LLC, represented by attorney James M. Burke, for site plan approval under the site plan review bylaw of the town of Stoughton for the proposed project, which consists of 22,721 square feet of land to construct and operate a Sonic fast food order takeout establishment located at 630 Washington Street on the corner of Washington and Lincoln, further identified in Assessor's Plan 166 and 167 on map 55, and located in a general business zoning district. The project consists of a one-story building. Will the applicant and his counsel approach?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Good evening, Mr. Burke.
With your permission, members of the Planning Board, as you indicated, I'm attorney Jim Burke, and I have the pleasure of representing Tri-Town Commons, the applicant. When we last met, I believe that there were three major issues to be addressed. One, the town wanted clarification on the opening traffic plan that Sonic was going to produce, that they utilize for their various project openings. We, in fact, had a meeting at Town Hall with your chief of police, your town planner, your town engineers, went over a number of issues, and I think created a reasonably good plan based on some of the input we received from the town. We forwarded it to the chief of police, who provided his comments. It was revised, and I understand that the final plan has been presented to the town, reviewed by the chief, and I believe approved by the chief. We believe that it's going to be an excellent means for us to maintain public safety for that 1 month period of time when we face the unknown and don't know how successful the project is going to be. The second issue related to some landscaping issues. Lorraine Black was kind enough to provide some modifications. I believe that she had a meeting with the chairman and the town planner and identified some questions that the town had, and has provided the town with a revision which she thinks incorporates all of the changes required. The last included a complete revised site plan that Katie and Wright has produced. You have that before you, and that includes some of the minor modifications that were left out, such as trash receptacles. I believe we've received all of the materials that you'd asked for and provided it to the town, and hopefully we're ready to move forward with an approval. If you'd like to hear from anyone at this point, Lorraine or Katie, we can go through the process or move to get it approved.
My only question, Lorraine, did we receive tonight a new landscaping plan reflecting the...
With the typo corrected, yes, that is incorporated in the set of plans that Katie has provided to you. We did have, we had one small typo on the plant list, and that has been corrected and is updated. And we also have added the lane marker that you had also noted, and the additional trash receptacles that I think I had. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm so sorry, Nori. The additional trash receptacles that were missing on the landscape plan but had been reflected on the site plan were now added to the landscape plan. So both of those have been added.
Jim, may I also speak briefly to just a few engineering things? Good evening, everyone. There's also a few minor things that, in talking with engineering this week, that we have added to the plan. The trash receptacle, there was an additional trash receptacle that was added to the plan at the exit in this location here. This trash receptacle was moved back slightly and is reflected on our plan. We also add signage to the raised island to make the island be more pronounced if it were to be under snow. So there's keep bright signs on both ends of the island. And we also added 2 bypass lanes. On my plan, you can see it a little bit more clearly. Here, I'm just going to show it to you from the traffic management plan just so you can see it. There is some concern at the bypass lane at both the north and the south of the building. We striped out this area here so that people jumping out, if the car hub comes to their car, that will be striped and flagged out so that people know that there could be people entering that lane. We also added a stripe and split the arrows on the south side of the building to create kind of the bypass exit lane, and then also the turning lane here, and added the stripe in the middle. So those are the minor changes that you see before you tonight, which is why we included a new site plan.
Did a good job. Can I ask a question?
Yes, go ahead, Mr. Wood.
When this place is in operation, do you have someone going around picking up all the trash, whatever?
Yes, I mean, we added significant trash cans to the plan. So we have,
Let's say the people that should be shot throwing papers all over the
Yeah.
place. I mean, I'm wondering if you have a system set up where someone's out there sweeping,
yeah, there
not
will
every
be.
hour, but
No, but there'll be people outside too, because the car hubs are going to be outside on this wall, and then there'll be people delivering food across the parking lot to the cars.
all right, do they get a broom?
So I don't know if they get a broom in particular, but there are lots of trash cans around, so they can
Good.
keep
Yeah.
their place nice and neat.
All
So
right. Thank you.
you're welcome.
You guys have any questions?
Mark, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yeah, as you know, we had some comments, all our comments got addressed. We really appreciate the engineers, the applicant, the attorney really working with us, and they satisfactorily addressed all our comments. The plans look great, very professional looking plans.
So you're happy?
Yes,
wanna
I'm trying
put a happy
to
sign?
give some credit to the engineers and the applicant, their whole team.
No,
So, they really did, they addressed all our comments.
And not to diminish the contribution of the landscape architect, I certainly want to mention her diligent working with me and the town with respect to making this a real focal point for the town of Stoughton.
It's gonna be a showpiece.
Anything else anybody has to say?
No, I just wanted to thank,
When's opening day?
I just wanted to thank the people that, we had a lot of behind-the-scene meetings, and it really helped on the traffic mitigation on the site as far as the traffic will be handled, and I'm sure the public is concerned about that we work closely with the police chief and how many details will be needed out there. And we set up all different scenarios. If this happens, this is what we would do next. So there's a lot of contingency planning that went on as far as the design of that stacking on the lot.
And I do appreciate, I know we saw on the site plan the location for the charging station. If you haven't already received it, we've forwarded some materials that were given to us by another applicant who's in the process of installing one.
Thank you, that's excellent. I mean, it's a whole new area, so we're
It is,
happy to
and
get.
that particular individual, it's a hotel, and they have some sort of an agreement or whatever that they put them in all their hotels, so that might be some sort of a discount, putting that in and help your client.
Excellent, thank you.
At this point, I'm going to ask, what be the pleasure of the board on this matter?
Motion, do we accept the plan as is? Second, first, Bill.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye. That's it? You sure?
I thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Wait a second,
Members of the planning board, if I had some coffee, I'd pass it out.
Give me $1.09, no, give me $1.
Just give us some money instead.
Thank you all.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Noreen.
Take about a 2-minute break while this applicant packs up their equipment.
Motion to open, please.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We're back on the record. Our next item of business is a continued public hearing on the petition of Cumberland Farms Incorporated, represented by Attorney Barry R. Crimmins, for site plan approval under the site plan review bylaw of the town of Stoughton for the proposed reconstruction of a Cumberland Farms convenience store, along with 4 gasoline pumps located at 1634 Turnpike Street, further identified in the Assessor's Plan number 95, Lot 20. We have a letter from Attorney Barry R. Crimmins requesting this board continue this matter until October 22nd, 2015, at the most earliest time, which will be 6 o'clock. Is there a motion to that effect?
Motion to accept Mr. Crimmins'
Second.
letter.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, so this matter will be tabled until October 22nd, 2015 at 6 p.m. The next item of business is the upcoming special town meeting, which has the zoning recodification sponsored by this board. There will be a public meeting on November 2nd at 7 p.m.
The Great Hall.
at the Great Hall, for those of you that are interested in coming. If you are interested in hearing more about this before then, the meeting that we had with the public on October 2nd? 5th. Was televised by SMAC, and they'll be running reruns of that show for your information. So the board will have a meeting on the 2nd as well as on the 22nd of October, so mark your calendars. Having Ms. O'Toole, do you have any further business?
If I'd like to add to that, through Chairman Scardino, we are having our public hearing, Noreen O'Toole, Town Planner, we are having our public hearing on the zoning. We are recodifying the entire zoning bylaw book. It has been quite a project. If anyone in the public would like a red line copy of what the bylaw looked like before we changed it, and everything is highlighted, so you can go from one document to the other. Come into the planning board office on the 2nd floor at the town hall, and I have copies available. If anyone wants to sit down and talk about the zoning changes, always available to the public. And my phone number is 781-232-9201. And again, if you're able, on November 2nd, the planning board will be meeting at the town hall, in the Great Hall, at 7 p.m. To talk about these zoning changes. And this is all in preparation for the special town meeting, which will be held on November 18th, which is a Wednesday, 7 p.m., and will be held at the Stoughton High School. And the zoning will be presented first. It will be one article, and it will be discussed, so that if you want some prep information before you attend that meeting, if you're a rep or just a person from the public who is interested, please make a point to come to the planning board meeting on the 2nd and come in the office anytime. Thank you.
We all set, Joseph?
Mr. Chair?
Does anybody else have any other business to bring before this board this evening?
No,
Motion to close, please.
Okay,
wait a minute.
I do have another piece of business. Just to remind the board that we are meeting on the 22nd, and just to put it in your calendar, we're meeting on November 2nd for the public hearing for the zoning, but I will let you know about that.
Could you make a list for me of all our
Yes.
meetings
Yes,
for the next 3 months?
yes, I can do that.
Well, we may change a date, that's the problem with that.
Oh, that's fine,
Yeah.
but I have to do volunteer. I want to raise some money for the food
Right.
pantry and so forth.
What
I
I-
have to know what I'm doing.
What I did last year, and it worked pretty well, Mike, when you asked that, I just sent out a flyer that said, planning board, attention to the following dates. You know,
Fine.
things that we were doing, and beside the date, if it
So
was
I'll
a
get it in the
zoning.
I
mail
remember
next
that.
week.
Yeah, I can send it out to you next week, so you'll know, so it doesn't conflict.
I have a lot of,
Yeah,
things.
because that, I think we had spoken about that. That November 2nd meeting would be important that Monday, you know, to do the zoning. So, yeah, I'll definitely do that, so you'll have that.
Thank you.
You're
Any
welcome.
other business? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion adjourned.
Second, please.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
I'd
Thank
like
you very
to-
much. Good evening.